Welcome to Quiz Park. Test your knowledge with this fun animal quiz full of exciting and easy questions. Let's begin the challenge. Can you guess this common pet animal? It is a dog. What animal says meow? This is a cat. Which farm animal gives us milk? The answer is cow, who is known as the king of the jungle. It is lion. Which big cat has black stripes? This animal is tiger. Which huge animal has a trunk? The answer is elephant. Which animal is used for riding? It is horse. Which animal gives us milk? This is goat. Which animal has wool? The answer is sheep. Which farm animal loves mud? It is pig. Which animal swings on trees? This is monkey. Which animal loves honey? The answer is deer. Which animal has antlers and runs fast? It is deer. Which clever animal has a bushy tail? This is fox. Which wild animal howls at night? The answer is wolf. Which animal has black and white stripes? It is zebra. Which animal has a very long neck? This is giraffe. Which animal jumps with a pouch? The answer is kangaroo. Which cute black and white animal eats bamboo? It is paptai. Which small animal loves carrots? This is rabbit. Which tiny animal gathers nuts? The answer is squirrel. Which spotted big cat climbs trees? It is leopard. Which fastest land animal runs very fast? This is cheetah. Which strong farm animal is used for plowing? The answer is buffalo. Which desert animal stores water in humps? It is camel. Which hardworking animal carries loads? This is donkey. Which laughing wild animal lives in groups? The answer is hyena. Which playful animal lives near water? It is otter. Which masked animal loves trash? This is raccoon. Which animal sprays a bad smell? The answer is skunk. Which large animal has big antlers? It is moose. Which graceful animal looks like a deer? This is antelope. Which strong animal has a hump and horns? The answer is bison. Which smart animal is close to humans? It is chimpanzee. Which large ape is very powerful? This is gorilla. Which animal stays in water and has a big mouth? The answer is hippopotamus. Which animal has a thick horn on its nose? It is rhinoceros. Which slow animal hangs on trees? This is sloth. Which animal has a hard shell body? The answer is armadillo. Which small animal stands on two legs to watch? It is meerkat. Which burrowing animal is from Australia? This is wombat. Which animal lays eggs but is a mammal? The answer is platypus. Which small spiky animal rolls into a ball? It is hedgehog. Which animal digs tunnels underground? This is mole. Which animal flies at night? The answer is bat. Which small animal loves cheese? It is rat. Which tiny animal squeaks? This is mouse. Which pet animal runs in a wheel? The answer is hamster. Which small pet animal is fluffy and cute? It is guinea pig. Which animal pulls Santa's sleigh? This is reindeer. Which animal claps on beaches? The answer is seal. Which big sea animal has long tusks? It is walrus. Which smart sea animal jumps in water? This is dolphin. Which largest animal lives in the ocean? The answer is whale. Which sea animal has sharp teeth and fins? It is shark. Which sea animal has 8 arms? This is octopus. Which sea animal has claws and walks sideways? The answer is crab. Which sea animal looks like a big shrimp? It is lobster. Which animal jumps and croaks? This is frog. Which animal looks like a frog but lives on land? The answer is toad. Which animal slithers without legs? It is snake. Which reptile can change its skin color? This is lizard. Which reptile lives in rivers? The answer is crocodile. Which reptile looks like a crocodile but is smaller? It is alligator. Which animal has a shell? This is turtle. Which animal has a shell and lives on land? The answer is tortoise. Which bird flies high and hunts prey? It is eagle. Which bird can see in the dark? This is owl. Which bird can mimic human voice? The answer is parrot. Which national bird of India has colorful feathers? It is peacock. Which bird is commonly seen in cities? This is pigeon. Which small bird chirps a lot? The answer is sparrow. Which bird swims and quacks? It is duck. Which bird has a long neck and honks? This is goose. Which bird gives us eggs at home? The answer is hen. Which male chicken crows in the morning? It is rooster. Which big bird is eaten during festivals? This is turkey. Which bird cannot fly and lives in Antarctica? The answer is penguin. Which pink bird stands on one leg? It is flamingo. Which beautiful white bird swims in lakes? This is swan. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this fun animal quiz and learned something new today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting quizzes like this. See you next time.